This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel, double check your notifications are on, and if you're commenting or hitting likes, double check that it's coming through, because they are erasing likes, they're erasing comments, they're erasing views, because they're terrified of more people becoming aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Listen, the bad actors' liquidity is running out. The banks and the naked shorters. And you know, if the bank's liquidity is running out, then that is less money that they have available to lend to the bad actors, naked shorting AMC, GME, MULN, NWBO, GNS, and a whole lot of other stocks. The reverse repo dropped to 150 billion. You guys know at its peak, it was at like 2 trillion, but it is gonna continue to decline. They can prop it up once in a while, but if you guys been paying attention, you know that it's not just banks that utilize the reverse repos. You have crypto companies like Circle that put cash in there overnight. So when you see it go up, that does not necessarily mean that the banks got increased liquidity. It could be Circle or Ripple putting some extra cash in there overnight to get a little overnight interest on their money. You know how I know that the banks are having liquidity issues? Because if you looked at my previous video, they are down 2.5 billion. 2.5 billion as of July 24th of 2025. So in the first 24 days of July, they already lost 2.5 billion shorting stocks. And if they had the cash available, they would have continued to naked short those other stocks. But they didn't have the cash available. They were having liquidity issues, and they probably went to the banks and asked for the additional cash, and the banks told them, we're closing up brick and mortar locations. Do you think we have that much cash on hand to give you to continue naked shorting stocks that these retail investors, these pension funds, and these institutions that follow the rules refuse to sell? And that's really what I believe is happening. I believe they went to the banks, the money wasn't available, and they had to make a tough choice. Which stocks are we going to stop naked shorting and allow to run? That's going to do the least harm to us. And they picked the stocks that would be the least harm to them because they didn't have enough money to naked short all of them. So they let some stocks run because they didn't have the liquidity, they didn't have the cash on hand to continue naked shorting those stocks. But the stocks that I believe are going to send them to bankruptcy court and probably to indictments are AMC, GME, MULN, GNS, NWBO. They are naked shorting those stocks every day, and every single day they got to add more naked short positions because retail investors and some institutions are buying up all those naked shorts they're selling. So the hole is just getting deeper. And we have learned to diamond hand over the last 5 years. And most people are not investing their rent money. They're deciding, I'm not going to have a Starbucks today. I'm going to make coffee at home. And I'll take that and put that in AMC, NWBO, MULN, GNS, or some other stock that's been heavily naked shorted by these bad actors. And of course, you guys know the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI is fully aware of what they're doing. And they're also fully aware that their liquidity is running out. So they know something's going to happen. And the bad actors, in my opinion, are going to end up in bankruptcy court. And some of them might be brought to justice. Because I believe one of these lawsuits is going to expose the evidence of the fraud and corruption, and then the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are going to be shamed into doing their job. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that the reverse repo dropping to $150 billion is a bad sign for the naked shorters? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.